What's up everybody, it's Max Digital here, and in this video I'm going to compare the LG Harmony 4 with the LG K92. Let's go ahead and take a look. Unfortunately, I've gotten the news that LG will be shutting down making phones, so these two LG phones will soon be one of the last ones available to most people, so that's why I wanted to make this video. So the LG Harmony 4 is a phone available on Cricket, very budget-minded device. You can get it for free or a little bit over that if you decided to go with Cricket. The LG K92 is also available on Cricket as a budget 5G device. You can find that one for really cheap, under $300, under $200 used. It's also found on AT&T. So you got a budget LTE device from LG and a budget 5G LG device. Let's go ahead and take a look. So the smaller device out of the two is going to be the LG Harmony 4. Has a height of 6.15 inches, while the LG K92 is 6.55 inches tall. The LG Harmony 4 is also the lightweight device at 6.10 ounces. While the K92 is 7.14 ounces. So overall, smaller and lighter device, LG Harmony 4. As for the materials, the build materials, the LG Harmony 4 actually has a metal type body all around, which is pretty nice. You don't find that on a lot of budget devices. The LG K92 is pretty much a plastic device. By no means do any of these phones have a super premium body like a flagship device. So the resolution on the LG Harmony 4, you're getting a 720p display, while the LG K92 has a 1080p Full HD display, and it's evident in the PPI as well. The LG Harmony 4 has 282 pixels per inch. The LG K92 comes in at close to 400 pixels per inch. So out of the two screens here, the LG K92 will be nicer and brighter. The screen to body ratio also on the LG Harmony 4 is less at 79%, while you get 84% on the LG K92, so less bezels on the K92. Both of these LG phones have Android 10, which is not the newest version of Android. As of right now, is Android 11. Unfortunately, these will not be updated. It's one thing about LG and mid-range to low-range budget devices that don't get really updated, especially now that LG is going to shut down its cell phone division. So these aren't going to get any type of software updates. When it comes to the system chip, the chipset, you got a MediaTek Helio P22 on the LG Harmony 4, and the K92 is getting a Qualcomm Snapdragon 690. By no means do either of these chipsets scream flagship or super powerful, but they will both do the job for most people day-to-day activities. Most of the apps will run just fine on these chipsets, especially the Snapdragon 690. When it comes to RAM, the LG Harmony 4 actually has a decent amount of RAM at 3 gigs for being a budget device. You can get this phone for free on Cricket, for example, or less than $100 off contract. So 3 gigs will definitely work with you and having several apps open in the background, while 6 gigabytes on the LG K92 is more than enough. You shouldn't have any problems running even more apps in the background. So both of these will be fine RAM-wise. When it comes to storage, the Harmony 4 will get you 32 gigs of internal storage. The K92 will get you 128 gigs of internal storage. Now, those are two very different amounts of storage in each phone. 32 gigabytes will barely get you any type of apps onto your device, or pictures or videos, without needing more storage. Luckily, both of these devices have external SD card support, so you could get more storage on the cheap by adding the SD card. 128 gigs is a pretty good amount for the LG K92, especially at that price point. It's very good. 32 gigabytes, you need to add a storage via micro SD card slot on the LG Harmony 4. For the camera setup, the LG Harmony 4 has a double camera setup in the back, 13 megapixel main camera, 5 megapixel ultra wide. LG K92 has a 4 camera setup, 64 megapixel main, 5 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro, 2 megapixel depth sensing camera. Both of these phones will take average pictures and average videos. You'll be very happy with them. They're definitely not flagship, either one of these devices, but for the price point, you're going to be very satisfied. They both have ultra wide cameras, which to me is probably the best secondary camera to have on a phone. The macro and the depth camera don't really matter, so these are very closely tied together. There's not much difference in the quality. You'll be satisfied with both. For the video recording, you get 1080p Full HD on the LG Harmony 4, and you get 4K ultra high definition on the LG K92. So you're gonna get better video quality on the LG K92 at 4K. The LG Harmony 4 for the selfie has a 8 megapixel shooter shooting at 1080p Full HD video. LG K92 has a 16 megapixel shooter with 1080p Full HD video as well. So the selfie cameras are very almost similar on these, as they both take Full HD video and they don't have 4K on the front. One cool thing about both of these devices is that they have a headphone jack, so that's awesome if you want to connect your headphones, your mic, or connect it to your car via an aux cord to listen to music. Both of these LG phones have Bluetooth 5.0 on board, which is perfectly fine to connect all your wearables such as your smartwatch, smartband, wireless headphones, speakers, and all sorts of devices. Both of these phones will work just fine. Both of these LG phones also have USB Type-C port for charging, very versatile ports found on many devices such as laptops like Chromebooks, MacBooks, Windows PCs, Android tablets, iPads, headphones, all types of devices. This is a very underrated port. You do not get NFC on the LG Harmony 4, but you do get it on the K92, and that's for payment services like Google Pay. For security on these devices, you have a fingerprint reader on both of these. You get a rear fingerprint sensor on the Harmony 4, and the K92 has a power button on the side fingerprint reader. Both of these will work just fine. Now moving over to battery, the Harmony 4 has a 3500 mAh battery, while you get 4000 on the LG K92. So for the LG Harmony 4, that's a okay amount of battery considering this phone has a lower resolution screen, a smaller size, and lower processor. 4000 mAh battery on the K92 is not a good size battery, especially this phone is bigger and has 5G. It will definitely leave you reaching for a charger. Luckily, it does have a quick charge on the LG K92. So what are my thoughts on these two devices? Well, I'm very fond of LG devices. I actually like their software and the skin on top. I do like that they have the knock-on feature where you double tap the screen to turn on and off the screen. Obviously, the LG K92 is going to be the better device in every sense, except maybe in the price department, because the LG Harmony 4 is not a bad device. 3 gigs of RAM is pretty good for the price of either being free or a little bit, or being under $100. The LG K92 gives you good 5G option at the end, the cheap sub $200 range. You could even get it for 99 bucks if you port in to like Cricket and bring your number. These phones offer SD card support, which is always good. You got the headphone jack, which is good. You do have 4K on the LG K92 if you like videos, taking videos and pictures and stuff like that. It is kind of heavy and it is kind of big, but compared to the LG Harmony 4, it has a lot of that portability factor. But other than that, these are two great budget devices, one being free, one being around $100 to $200. So getting 5G, that's a very good deal. And it's sad to say LG will be shutting down and you'll be seeing less and less of these LG phones, so snag one up while you still can. It's Max Digital here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.